Greetings. Welcome to my lecture on Ethics for Engineers, Part 1. I am Dr. G. Shankara, Professor and Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, RR Institute of Technology, Bangalore. In this lecture, we will discuss some of the ethics required for engineers. What is ethics? Ethics may refer to a branch of study, a philosophical study of the concepts of moral, right and wrong, and moral, good and bad, to any philosophical theory of what is morally right and wrong or morally good and bad. So it is a study about the moral values in the life and particularly in the profession. In this part 1, we will study the importance of the ethics for engineers and various concepts like morals, values, ethics, then the difference between morals and ethics, difference between morals and values, then the concept of integrity and trustworthiness. Some more concepts we will study in the part 2. Importance. Why engineers should study or should understand or should know or should practice the ethics in their profession. Many times engineering solutions are not unique. There will be several options or choices available for each problem. So engineer has to take a best available course among the solutions. In deciding that option, he will sometimes come across many factors or what we can call many influences, like political influence, social influence, economic influence, health influence, environmental factors, family factors, society factors, self factors. Like that, under various pressures, he will be working. It will affect his conduct as well as his decision making. So, in such a situation, what a responsible engineer who has to do depends upon the ethics. Ethics of the individual, ethics of the profession, ethics of the society, all these things. So every engineer should know the various concepts involved in the ethical conduct which will help him in his career as well as personal life. Because of this lack of the ethical or moral behavior, many of the structural failures in civil engineering or low quality of services in other branches of engineering, piracy, hacking, all these things we are seeing as a bad practices in engineering and followed by the engineers, which is bringing very bad reputation to the profession as well as their country, their nation, etc. So, what are all these various concepts you should understand? Let us start with morals. Morals are relating to standards of good or bad behavior, fairness, honesty, etc. that each person believes in rather than that to the laws. Okay, so every country, every society has some laws, legal legislations, rules, but besides that, they may not prescribe all the rules. So, besides that, which are good behavior or bad behavior, which is fair, which is unfair, which is honesty, which is sincere, which is moral, which is immoral, all these things, there are some standards are made or available in each society, each religion, each profession. So morals deals with such standards are of good or bad behavior, fairness, etc. For example, always tell the truth is a moral. We also actually learn morals from our childhood in stories, particularly at the end of the story. What is the moral of the story? You learn. What does that mean? What is the good thing you should learn to practice from this story? Or what is the bad thing you shall not practice? So, such things you will learn from childhood. They are the morals, good and bad behavior you cultivate. So such morals we generally many societies, many cultures, they teach is always tell the truth, do not cheat others, do not judge others, have integrity, be loyal. These are all the some of the examples of morals. For example, another some more example, a civil engineer may say it is his moral obligation to reveal the corruption in a flyover construction. An engineer, civil engineer may be working in a flyover construction project. He see the contractors or his colleagues or his superiors are indulging in some correct practices of mixing some bad or low quality material in the using in the project, and they may be taking some bribes, gifts from the contractors, etc. So he also may be requested to take the bribe and keep quiet. But some engineers follow their moral principles. No, I will not take any bribe. I will go by the interest of the nation, interest of the society, interest of the country. I won't take any bribe. So it is his moral obligation. He feels it is moral responsibility to keep away from such bad corrupt practice. Some more engineers still go ahead. He says my moral conscience is more still higher. I will reveal these facts to the higher authorities or to the public or to the media, like that. So these are all the moral standards one will possess. Similarly, some students say don't pass moral judgments on my dress or appearance. Whatever dress I wear or whatever my hairstyle, whatever my fashion, based on that you don't judge my character. Don't make moral judgments. Some students may warn the teachers or parents. Some citizens may say movies are spoiling the moral fabric of the society. They will complain the youth and society morals are degrading because of the movies, TV, serials, etc. Morals are driven by personal beliefs and values. Basically, they belongs to the personal category. Then what is the values? Values are basic and fundamental beliefs that guide or motivate attitudes and actions. What is a person's attitude? What is a person's action? Is guided by his values. They help us to determine what is important to us. So values means what a person consider, what means what action, what material, what character, what quality a person feel is important or valuable to him or her. For example, authenticity, beauty, community, friendship, openness. Some persons feel that authenticity is very much important to him. He won't believe any news which appears in social media or gossip news. He want what is the source of that news, what is the authenticity of this data, what is the validity of this information, like that. So he gives much importance to the authenticity rather than the content, rather than the quantity of news. Quality of news he gives more important. Quality of information, he says, is more important to me. Similarly, some people will give importance to beauty. They always make friendship with beautiful people. They keep their surroundings beauty. They make their appearance beautiful. They wear a beautiful dresses. They wear beautiful. They use beautiful gadgets. Like that, they give more importance. They spend their more money and time on beauty. It is, they feel very important to them. Like that, some people do things, they feel their community is more important to them. Some people say friendship is, my friends are more important to me. Some people say openness, speaking frankly, is more important. These are all the values one fellow or one attitude, either attitude or behavior one fellows or any particular person give importance. Values are not only individual, values, a company or an organization, a society, a nation, how it can have its own values. We see some countries give more value to the freedom, like Western countries. They give more importance to the individual freedom, more democracy there. Some countries, they don't feel democracy is not so important for them. Their bread and butter, their safety is more important than freedom. So that is what their values. So creativity, team. Some companies say we want to employ only creative people. Some people say we want people who can work in teams. Some people say we want people with determination. Like that, it depends upon the individual to individual, company to company. Then ethics. Ethics is a system of moral principles. As we are told, it is a study of moral principles, as well as another meaning is they affect how people make decisions and lead their lives. Ethics is concerned with what is good for individuals and society and is also described as a moral philosophy. So it is also speaks about good and bad, right or wrong. It can be to an individual or it can be to a society at large. The term is derived from the Greek word ethikos, which can mean custom, habit, character, or disposition. The term ethics can also refer to rules or guidelines that establish what conduct is right and wrong for individuals and for groups. Not only individuals, for groups also, it will prescribe the rules for right and wrong conduct, good and bad behavior, etc. For example, codes of conduct express relevant ethical standards. We see so many times the engineer's code of conduct, doctor's code of conduct, lawyer's code of conduct. These are what are these code of conduct? That is the ethical standards for that professionals in their field, such as medicine, law, journalism, and accounting. Like that, every professional group will have its own ethics, which is they state as the codes of conduct which the community of that profession they should follow. For example, if you see doctors, we say doctor should unnecessarily shall not prescribe any unnecessary medicine or unnecessary diagnostic test for the patient. Which is required, which is minimum required, should only prescribe. But may we see many doctors violating that, writing unnecessary diagnostic tests, writing so many medicines for their commission, whatever it may be, like that. Similarly, engineers also have some codes of conduct. For example, Institute of Engineers India says a corporate member shall utilize his knowledge and expertise for the welfare, health, and safety of the community without any discrimination for sectional or private interest. So, you should see the importance or interest of the society of the community, not his own interest. He should give priority. Similarly, he shall not follow any discrimination while doing his duties on basis of caste, community, gender, race, etc. A corporate member shall act only in the domains of his competence and with diligence, with care, sincerity, and honesty. So, some more codes of ethics for Institute of Engineers. Similarly, if you see any engineering, American Society of Civil Engineers, Japan Society of Engineers, like that, all engineering bodies across the universe, various countries, they describe their code of ethics. Similarly, if you see religious, all the religions give some code of ethics to their followers. For example, Bhagavad Gita, it prescribes some code of ethics to its followers. The Ten Commandments gives what are all the codes of ethics you should follow by its followers. If you come to again, these are all group. Even if you see the various, whether for example, if you see the thieves, that profession may be a bad as a whole, but even in that profession, that community of thieves or group of thieves, they make their own code of ethics. In this area, you shall not come. This is my area. This is my area. So we shall do only in so and so time. We shall use so much, like that. They may do their own code of ethics. So every group, it can be similarly a society, a community. Similarly, at the individual level, we say respect for another's property. Don't spoil another's property or public property. Refraining from violence against another. Don't indulge in the violence acts. Treating others with civility. Respect. Whatever you want to get respect, you should give the respect to the other. These are some of the individual code of. So code of ethics can be individual or at the group level. But when it comes to individual, generally it is also called as morals. Okay. So these are all the various terms, basic terms, morals, values, and ethics. So at the outside, they appears to be more or less dealing with the priorities, right, wrong, good, bad, etc. But there is a minor differences in between them which you should understand. Let us see what is the various differences between morals and ethics. Meaning, morals are the beliefs of individual or group as to what is right or wrong. Ethics are the guiding principles which help the individual or group to decide what is good or bad. Morals generally comes based on the individual or beliefs. Ethics forms the guiding principles. Then what is it? Morals are general principles set by the group. Ethics responds to a specific situation. They develop based on the situation, the understanding of the situation by that group, etc. Moral comes from a word mos, means custom. Ethikos means character. Ethics comes from a word ethikos, means character. Morals are governed by social and cultural norms, whereas ethics are by individual or legal and professional norms. Here, morals comes from your social, cultural, religious backgrounds, etc. Ethics comes from individual. Sometimes they are decided by the legal, sometimes by the professional rules. Morals deal with principles of right and wrong. Ethics deals with right and wrong conduct. Applicability in business. Morals does not apply in business. They may apply, but they are not much important. Ethics one should follow in their professional life, so they apply there. Consistency. Morals may differ from society to society, culture to culture. Ethics are generally uniform across the groups. Generally they go by some basic minimum rules. Expression. Morals are expressed in the form of a general rules and statements. Ethics are more abstract. Freedom to think and choose. In case of morals, no, generally they give you as a statement, so which will give you almost the plan of course of action. In case of ethics, interpretation, because they are abstract, different interpretation sometimes may be possible. So if we say ethics and morals basically share common, that is what is right and wrong conduct. Then morals are generally at the personal level, individual level, and they generally rarely change with time. But of course they change, but generally rarely change. Ethics. External rules formed by the groups, and they may vary between society to society, group to group, based on the environment. Minor changes can be there. So this is the a common or comparison and differences between morals and ethics. Then difference between morals and values. Morals, the root word moral is Latin mos, meaning custom. Values, actually there are different words are there in English, Latin, Greek, French, etc. One term in French is valeur. It is comes from that valeur. Morals are codes of conduct that tell us what is right and what is wrong. Values are belief systems held by individuals that guide their behavior. In values, generally there is no question of right or wrong. It is your preference, your like, your choice. For example, how you want to spend your money, whether you want to spend in buying a house or you buying a car or buying a jewelry. Some people, if they have some money, first they want to buy a car. Some people, no, first I want to own a house, I want to spend my savings on a house. Is it correct? Which is correct, which is wrong? There is nothing like that. Both are correct, whatever based on their necessity, their preference. Similarly, in a leisure time, you want to spend your time by by watching some sports. Can be soccer, can be cricket, can be tennis, etc. Some people say, no, that is all time waste. I want to spend my time in watching some movies. Some people say, no, both are only entertainment. I want to spend my time in reading books. So it is only individual preference. There is nothing right or wrong. So in values, there is generally right or wrong concept won't occur. Morals are universal and objective. Values are personal and subjective. Morals remain same, values can change. Some examples. Morals: do not cheat others, be loyal, always speak truth, etc. Examples of values. Love, I give more value to love and friendship, some people will say. Some people know, I give more importance to freedom. Some people say, no, beauty is the most important in my life. Some people say, no, I want happiness. Like that, values are personal and subjective. These are all some of the examples. And differences between, comparison between morals and values. Coming to the next point is integrity. Integrity is the practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values. Means what? It is gives the importance to honesty and showing a consistent behavior. Means what? Consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values. Consistent honesty. It should be consistent also, not only having honesty in certain times, but should be honest all the times, sincere all the times. Means if somebody is watching, if is not watching, you should follow. For example, if you take a student, he is writing exam. For example, the invigilator goes out of the room due to some reason for few minutes, 10 minutes. During that time, if you see, many students do copying. When the examiner is there, he is not copying. When examiner is not there, he is copying. That means his behavior is different when somebody is watching him. Behavior is different when somebody is not watching him. So that is there is no consistency in his honesty. Similarly, a contractor, if an engineer is supervising, he may use right quality, right quantity of materials. If there is no supervisor or engineering at this side, he may deviate from the quality and quantity of the material. That means his integrity is under question. So integrity is regarded as the honesty and truthfulness or accuracy of one's action. So particularly nowadays, many business companies, many organizations, whether in India or abroad, they look for a persons with integrity. The word integrity evolved from the Latin adjective integer, meaning whole. The meaning of integer, it is a whole number. So it indicates integrity means indicates a whole set of values, a complete personality. For example, if you sketch, so it consists of sincerity, culture, trust, virtue, truth, ethics, business, reliability, principle. So a person, if he is having integrity, people will believe him, people will depend on him, people will rely on him. So business people or any organization or even in the day-to-day relationships also, people with integrity is more in demand. Go back, for example, some examples. You go back to your store and pay for something you forgot to pay for. You purchased some item, you came by mistake without paying money. After some time coming back, you think, okay, sorry, I forgot to pay money. He is also not noticed that shop fellow. So an integrity person will go and pay it back the money. Similarly, if he receives some extra money from the shop fellow because of some miscalculations, he will return it. Never betray a friend's trust even if you get into trouble. Do not gossip or talking badly about someone. Some people see if his friend is there in front of him, he says, oh, you are good, you are that one, you are this one, like that. About him, once he leaves, he may talk about he is a useless fellow, you don't know anything, he simply wasted my time, I don't understand. All those like that, whether his presence or absence, you should talk about him in the same consistent words. So we'll see, for example, in many of you know the cricket, sometimes if the bowler bowls no ball and if the umpire doesn't notice it, some bowlers there, no, this is no ball, I bowled no ball, so please consider it no ball. He will tell to the umpire. That is integrity. Similarly, batsman also sometimes, if he is out and umpire misses watching that out, so he will say, no, I am out, I am walking away, like that. So these are all the integrity examples. Okay. Then trustworthiness. Trustworthiness is the quality of a person or a thing that inspires reliability. Means a person is reliable based on his trustworthiness, how much trust he build in his character, how much trust he can show in his words and actions. Trustworthiness is a moral value considered to be a virtue. It's a high quality moral value. A trustworthy person is someone in whom you can place your trust and rest assured that the trust shall not be betrayed. So, if a person believes you that, yeah, if I give some work to him, if I assign some task to him, he will complete the task. Similarly, not only complete the task, he will complete the task according to my expectations, according to the quality I asked, according to the budget I mentioned. He will complete within that, within the time. Like that, if he believes you, that is called the he trusts you. So that is indication of the trustworthiness. A person can prove their trustworthiness by fulfilling an assigned responsibility, and an extension of that, not to let down expectation. So you should come. You will complete whenever I say some work. He will complete. He say this is my employee. So if I give some job, important job to him, he will do that job complete. He will complete the job within the time, within the budget, within the quality. Within my so like that. So any critical job or critical task come first, he will remember that employee. He will depend on that employee. A trustworthy person is someone that you can tell your worries and secrets to, and no, they won't repeat them without your reveal them. They won't reveal them without your permission. That is also trustworthiness. If you tell some secrets to your friends, and if he leaks to the other friend, he is not a reliable friend. You will notice many times like that. Similarly, in the profession, engineers will come across so many confidential secrets they have to keep. Those things they shall not reveal under any circumstances. Generally, they will be given the responsible jobs. So, if you see this sketch, a child is jumping from a height into his father or grandfather's hands, because he believes that he has confidence, he trusts that the other person will take care when he jumps. So that is the trustworthiness quality. I hope you have understood all these terms. In the next lecture, we will see some more important terms required for engineers in their profession. Thank you very much.